Hello, everybody. We are trying to see here. There we go. We went live. We are on Twitch for the very first time. Hi, everybody. I'm Phil, the miniature model maker, and I need to mute myself. There we go. How's it going, Twitch? Normally, I do this on YouTube, so please do go over and visit my YouTube channel, which is Miniature Model Maker, and I want to make sure that says I'm offline. There we go, live now, streaming. Hello, hello again, hello. We are building the Gundam Artifact Phase 1 Model 2 EXS. This is for Twitch, the first stream of what is over on YouTube, a multi-part build. I have already done all of the artifacts phases 1 through 4, just the regular snap fit. Now we're going back through and gluing and sanding and detailing and preparing everything for eventual painting. We're not going to paint yet. We're just getting them all set up. So this is the first of many streams, and now we're going to work on the backpack here. I'm wondering if people are going to show up. It'll be interesting to see who does and what YouTube thinks of all of this, because they're being jerks. I had a little bit of issues with OBS. I downloaded the Streamlabs add-on to try over here, and it screwed up my OBS, and now through all of the trial and error, YouTube is saying I've maxed out my number of custom thumbnails in the day, even though they were all the exact same one. So they can go pound sand, and I'll come over here to Twitch and do my stream and record it here and then just post it up over there. How fun is that? So for those of you unfamiliar with Gundam artifacts, they are small, miniature sized, so something, I think Warhammer. This is about 5.5 centimeters tall here. Oh, and there's quite the delay. Very, very, very detailed little plastic kits. They run about $8 a piece, $7 to $8 a piece here in the U.S. when you buy them individually. But there are four sets of 5 or 6 currently available. The 5th set will be coming out here, will be released in the U.S. relatively soon. It was released over in Japan already. So we are just waiting for the boat with them to arrive so they can show up. But they're fantastic little kits. Some, they range between 50 to 80 parts per kit. I think the highest I've seen was in the 80s, and that had a bunch of tiny little parts that need to be used for putting, snapping little pieces on. So the average is about 50 or 60 parts per kit. So it's not like your GW model that's 10 to 40. These are proper little model kits. And not to disparage the GW kits at all. I own more than my fair share of them, like most people do. But they're very high quality game pieces until you get into the bigger kits like knights and things like that might be more like models. But these are these are models, 100% models. And however, the cool thing about them is they're the same size as the Gundam Assemble miniatures that will be released sometime. We don't know when. There was a delay to that game, which gives us time over here to get these built and prepped for the tabletop, which is where this piece is headed. But I'm just doing my best to get everything smoothed out, all the panel lines done, all the mold lines cleaned up, gaps filled, and everything. And one thing I'm hoping over here that Twitch is that when someone chats, I'll hear it. They don't have to spend money to make a sound so I can hear it. But I have a feeling that's not the case. Because why incentivize free chats when you can make paid ones have a sound, have a higher chance of response, and then let Twitch get a cut, right? Isn't that what it's all about? But I'm not monetized. Woohoo! So here's this, and we're just going to take a look. I should. Okay, I think I've brought the pegs down a bit. We're going to do it again just in case. They look like it. So I'm just going to sit here and be quiet. I've done a lot of talking today. This is the third or fourth one of these that I've done today. I just want to get on with these. There's something about it that I just want to build them. Probably because I want to paint them. And that's really it. I want to paint them. And there are some kits that I just want to be done with. Get out of the way. So I can move on to the ones that I like more. Because unfortunately for me, when I first started my broadcasting venture, I didn't really know any better and used my webcam directly through YouTube for streaming. And the video quality was trash. So a lot of the build guides I did, because that was the first thing I did, was go start to finish and make build guides for everything. They don't look so great. They sound fine, but they don't look so good. So I'm kind of using this next series as a means to make another sort of build guide with better video fidelity. So for those of you who are seeing this on YouTube and have been following my streams, my content, I got the ABS plastic today and it's good, but it cures really quickly in air. So and it's rather thick, so it's not 100% suitable for building, which is kind of sad. So I've got to contact the manufacturer, and that's why I have black on my fingers. I need to contact the manufacturer tomorrow and see if like adding alcohol or acetone or something to it will, if I can thin it that way, and if so, then it'll apply better, or at least retard curing, which is the best of situations. And it does look, where is that part off? Bob, good old Bob the crash test dummy, sacrificed some more of himself today in the name of science. As I was testing this out, but it's not great, unfortunately. If it had stayed like this, if it stayed liquid on in the container or whatever when I was using it, yeah, maybe, but it got really thick really quick. So we'll see. Maybe there's some other way to do it, because it looks good. I mean, that those black lines do look kind of cool. I won't lie. All right, so we're using our chisel blade hobby knife to get down in the cracks here and pry it apart. There's that. And here's... No, you guys stay there. We're going to just hopefully be able to get this out without much issue. This is my chisel. There it is. Just pop that puppy out. You know, it's crazy how some of these pieces snap fit in there very tightly, and then others just fall right apart in your hands. I don't know why that happens. It's unpredictable and annoying. But you know, what's model building without a bit of annoyance and problem solving, right? It's all fun and games. Okay, can I sand this down or file this down a little bit? Alright, let's see if that's enough. Toothbrush right here. And 6:17, everybody's probably having dinner or not home yet. Central Time, Mountain Time, West Coast, Western Time, Pacific Time. All those folks having their end of their day. Let's get the... Here you are. Let's actually use you. That's not too bad. Get the phone off stream, just in case someone messages. Man, it's strange seeing the delay. I'm used to just having my video going at real time. I guess that allows me to shut the stream off if something happens, like I accidentally cut my thumb in half. But that would be great for views, wouldn't it? Engagement. Dummy model maker cuts his thumb in half by cutting towards himself against every online OSHA, armchair OSHA person's guidance. Alright. Here we are. And there's my big pad. Oh, that's right. I'm not using it because it's mostly empty. Where's the other one? I did not reorganize my desk before doing this. Here we are. Okay. So I'm just sanding down over the edges of this lightly to make sure that it's smooth and there are no bumps or things left from molding. All of this is done to make sure that the parts sit as closely together as they can. We want to get as snug a fit as possible before gluing, so we can avoid as much as much gap filling as we can. It's unavoidable in some places. Desirable. Gap filling is something I want to do, but if I can minimize it, I would prefer that. It would be even better. And oftentimes on these little parts, it's best to do the cleaning before sticking them together. At least the majority of the cleaning. Some of it is good to do after sticking them together. Nope. Mold lines. Okay. Well, let's try this and see how we go. Well, first things first. We'll try it without the boosters in there. There's still some gap. So if I bring that down a little bit, okay. Let's just hit it all at once. we go. Let's see how that does. Nope, a little bit more. Okay. So for those of you coming by and watching the VOD, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you are getting something out of this. I don't know if you're able to comment on VODs or not. I usually just come here, turn on a channel that I like and listen to it while I'm building models. So I haven't even really tried. Alright. I think we're as good as we're going to get there. So one more time. Come on apart. Ooh, you're getting a little snug. There we go. And now we shall look at this. I think I'm just going to grab the file and crunch down on it. So I gotta take it off. Oh, you can still see it. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's one. One popped off. See how long the other one lasts. Oh, this one's gonna make it. Okay, there we go. And we'll give it a little touch with the sandpaper. That's getting clogged. Okay, now the last bit. Clean the edge of the thruster, which is slightly unfortunate because there are some nice molded details on there, but they're not gonna last. So we're just gonna actually smooth them all down. That's a good way to do it, I think. I'd rather have a nice smooth edge if I can achieve it with this little piece. And a smooth edge and no sprue defects than have to accept sprue cut defects and keep the tiny little details that are gonna get lost anyway. Getting there. It's interesting to me, having seen YouTube and Twitch's inceptions, and knowing that Twitch really is more of a gaming platform, a game streaming platform, than like a hobby streaming platform that YouTube tends to be. But interesting to like see it firsthand on my own, because because like I said, I come over here to watch, generally to watch a particular hobby person, Adam over at Tabletop Minions and his every other Sunday show, if I'm online to see it. And he streams over here. I guess the functionality for streaming is better on Twitch, which, hey, no surprise. That's what it was developed to be, right? And I wonder how many Gunpla model builders do live streams over here as well. It'd be interesting to see. I am not going to give up on YouTube, because that's truly the better platform for the kind of thing I'm doing on my broadcasts. But you never know. Twitch may end up eventually being a viable option. I would just get curious to see if there are many, I should say, hobby modeling hobbyers doing streams over here. Okay, where did you went? I'm gonna smooth that out. That's nice. That worked out well. I'm a fan. I just need to deal with this mold line issue here. And that's quickly being resolved. Alright, and then hit this here. There we are. And are they? They are. Okay. And we're going to do the same to this little guy. Maybe I should just use the knife to start with. Let's just do that. There we go. So this step is good. It lets me look up every little bit just to check, see if somebody's sent a message. Rather than my usual getting stuck in a focusing on a part and missing somebody. And I need to check and see how long this stream has been going. How long is it? Where are you, OBS? Oh, there you are. You're over there on the other screen. 31 minutes. Alright, so we have 29 minutes left, folks. Twitch, if you're gonna show up, you got 29 minutes before I'm gonna be stopping this stream. These are part of my 60-minute mission series, which is streaming for 60 minutes. We're working on the model for 60 minutes and then stopping. Now, nothing's preventing me from just starting another stream. But the premise of it is, for the folks on Twitch, see how much I can get done and to have the videos be in digestible chunks. Because the Let's builds got to be, some of them got to be fairly long, like 2 hours. And that's a lot to try and ask people to watch. You know, I would just say, actually just listen to them. If you have the kit and want to work on it, same thing, just listen to it. You know, over there, make sure to do your like and subscribe stuff over there and your follow stuff over here. Because now that I've got this started and figured out and am recording as well as streaming, recording to my own computer, nothing's really stopping me from coming to Twitch more often and then just putting the video up on YouTube. And I guess I can't really put a recorded video up on Twitch, but still, nothing's stopping me from making regular visits over here. Yeah, it could be kind of fun. And let's... Ooh, boy, that's... There we go. And if you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps my mental health voice will help soothe you to sleep. I have been known to use people with voices like that to go to sleep, help me sleep every night. Most nights, I should say. Not every night. Some nights I'm tired enough that I actually fall asleep on my own. Why are you not? There we go. Just had to go in the other direction. Sometimes all it takes is a little change of direction to get where you're ultimately headed. Maybe you took a wrong left turn at Albuquerque, like good old Bugs Bunny did. Let's use this one. There we go. And done. Let's go ahead and, because you popped off, we're going to give you a touch of glue. Yoink. There we go. And here we go here, also getting a little touch of glue, cement, push you down, okay, and then you I am actually going to cut you off. And give you just a little bit more cement down in there to hold you in. A little more, that's fair, that's good enough, okay. Let the capillary action work. The cement must flow. Blessed be the maker, blessed be the fruit of his passing. Here we go. Squeeze. Oh yeah, that's much better than last time. So this is not the first one of these I've made. Normally you can get them individually or in collection boxes. Sometimes a box of 10 where you get duplicates of each of 5 models. But in this case, the vendor I ordered mine from had a 10 box, but they had taken one of the other models out to sell individually. And when I bought it, they gave me another random kit, which was 3 of these, the one I'm working on now. So when I made Bob, um, yeah, the first run of these boosters was not particularly stellar. Okay, let's get that off there. Now, before we put these guys on, where'd the other one go? There you are. Let's look and see what needs to be sanded down. I don't want to use that. I'm going to use my last little bit of sponge. I just feel better doing that. There we are. Okay. Now we can just gently run a fresh piece of sandpaper over the surface. And there is a small sink there. Not surprising. So we're going to sand it down. And we're getting there with time. Oh, 15 minutes left. There we go. That was easy. And these up here. And this here. And you've got a little bit of detail, so let's not completely destroy you. Okay. And you guys there. Okay. And we'll do here as well. So I am not going to be sanding the connections yet. I want to make sure that the cement has had ample time to cure. That'll be that, and gap filling will be the last step before doing the first preliminary surfacing and priming. Now, these guys have a lot more defects than on the surface defects than the regular size Gunpla, just because they're small and the way the parts are molded. It just is what it is. So a first sand, even before putting your surfacer on, is not a horrible idea, I have found. Plus, it helps to bring the shine down a little bit and help you see the details better for scribing. Or potential little sinkholes or other other unseen, hidden, wily things like mold lines. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and clear this out. And for those of you curious what this is, it's just a double-sided 3M adhesive pad. You know, those little kinds you can get in sheets of 20 or 30. That I've put, I believe it's wet dry sandpaper and sold for a lot of things, but you can use it for automotives, I guess, because the packet I got started at 400 and went all the way up to 3,000 creds. So there's quite. You can use it to polish your car's paint if you have to do a repair. But it also makes really good sandpaper for little mini models like this. I've had it for a long time and used a bunch of it and will continue to use it. But I've also got self-adhesive sandpaper to put on. Well, I only got that recently. I had been using double-sided tape and the same sandpaper on these sticks. But now I don't have to. Okay, we want to make sure. Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay. That's going to be a pain to describe. I got a little lost in thought and talking and ended up taking out a little bit of detail I wanted to preserve. And happened on this side too. Not much to be done about that. That's why we have scribing tools. Scribing tools and high grit sandpaper. That's how we have them. And sometimes the knife may be better for this, and it probably actually would have been. But I'll be honest, I wanted to dry the sandpaper. Just because. And there's a little mold circle. Clean that up. Okay. There we go. That was good. And even you out. It's got a little bit of damage from being taken off the sprue. Unfortunately, these little artifacts don't have much, if any, gate between the runner and the part. So it's highly likely that even with the good God hands, you're going to damage the piece when removing it. So we just take the time and fix it. That's all. Oh, what's that? What was that notification in the computer? Oh, that's the weather. How's the weather? It's sunny. How's the weather? Alright. That's pretty good. Can we get this other one done in 8 minutes? Let's see. I'm skeptical, but it's possible. You never know. Alright, so I'm using the blade edge on this because it's more gentle than the back end. And I'm trying to just very gently remove this and kind of even out what I took away. That may be better. Now I can turn it around, because this needs a bit of fixing. There. Alright. Good enough. And here. And let's see if the softer side of the sponge will work. Yep. And there's that other mold circle. Here we are. And let's see there. Okay. Yep. The sandpaper is the superior tool. At least in this very small part of it. The knife may have been better on this one. maybe not. I don't know. And here's that. Okay. I missed. So we change direction and see what happens. And one last little push before I shut the stream off. Can we get this evened out? Yes. Yes, we can. Here we go. Look at that. Oop, almost. I almost celebrated victory too soon. This is... There we are. Okay, we can put these back in to stay safe. Are you the right one? Or are you? There you go. And there you go. Boom. Done. And that piece to do next. Well, people, thank you very much for watching. In the future, please make sure if you're on Twitch to leave that follow. If you're on YouTube, leave that like. If you need to, subscribe. I have been Phil, the Miniature Model Maker, coming to you in this stream with, I believe, part 4 of the EXS full build. This is hour number 4. And we're still detailing along, still working along on our parts. Leave a question in the comments if you've got questions about this build, if you got your kit recently, because they are still available, and you have pain points, or if you're questions about how to better build these little artifacts, leave a comment, leave a question, and I will get back to you. I will absolutely see that and help you out. And don't make sure to at least listen to the archived Let's Build series. That's got really in-depth discussion of how to build every single one of these from 1 through 21. Yeah, but so thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, and remember, this is a hobby. If it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. And be good to yourselves.